Pilot down just a little bit. Up on that sound and channel 2. No, it'd be helpful.
Mr. Thompson sits between science and industry. Dr. Stadler, please. The chair on Mr. Thompson's left. Miss Taggart to the right. Showtime.
20 seconds.
Am I a guest or a prisoner?
The choice is yours. Didn't you name the John Galt line after me?
But I named it after my enemy.
Well, that's the contradiction that you're going to have to figure out.
4.
I won't be a part of this.
You won't?
It's not just for the press, Miss Taggart. It's for the audience also.
Dagny, for Christ's sake.
Cheryl deserved better.
Get her back here. Is anyone with a brain left in this country? Dagny.
Ladies and gentlemen, Head of State Thompson.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Tonight, I need to talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Thompson will not speak to you tonight. His time is up. For years you've asked, who is John Galt? You've asked that question in despair and resignation as factories closed, goods became scarce, jobs disappeared. Your lives are becoming more difficult as the life force of your world is draining away. You have asked that question without expecting an answer. I'm here to answer it. This is John Galt speaking. Mr. Thompson won't tell you the truth about the crisis in your world. I will. Have you noticed that as everything around you seems to decline, one thing still grows? It is the power of your rulers. None of their plans and directives have solved your problems or made your life better. The only result has been their increased control over you at the cost of your freedom. Do you know why? You gave them the power. They called for your sacrifice, and you thought it was noble. They said if you worked for yourself and your family, that you were selfish and uncaring, and they made you feel ashamed. They denounced the leaders of industry as greedy exploiters, the Ellis Wyatts, the Hank Reardons, and again, you agreed. And then you ask, why did they and others like them disappear? I took them from you. Their achievements flowed from their creative minds. Once they understood that the attempt to control their work was an attempt to control their minds, they left. The people on strike worked for themselves, for their own vision of what was possible. When they recognized the honor they deserved, they rebelled against the guilt you wanted them to feel for their success. You counted on them to keep producing, to keep thinking, even as you denounced them as selfish. I showed them they were being punished for their own virtues. And I showed them how evil that is. I made it my mission to help these heroes say no. All evil needs to win is the consent of good people. They have joined me to freely produce, trade, cooperate, and compete in a place where the rights of all are protected. Do not try to find us. Do not try to bargain for our return. Get out of our way. To everyone within the range of my voice, you now have a choice to make. If you decide to support the notion of sacrifice enforced by the state, your game is up. Your world is in a downward spiral, and you will ride it down to destruction. But if you share the values of our strike, if you believe that your life is a sacred possession for you to make the most of, if you want to live by the judgment of your own mind, not edicts from the state, then follow our lead. Do not support your own oppressors. Stop letting the system exploit you. Form your own communities on the frontiers of your crumbling world. Your rulers hold you by your endurance to carry the burdens they impose, by your generosity when you hear cries of despair, and above all, by your innocence which cannot grasp the depths of their evil. The world you are living in is the world they wanted, Leave them to it. Those who have left you are eager to build a better world, a world of freedom and opportunity, a world based on mutual respect. In that world, you will rise in the morning with the spirit you knew in childhood, the spirit of eagerness and adventure, and the confidence that the world is what it is and is there for you to discover. In that world, you will not receive alms, nor pity, nor forgiveness of sins, but honor, respect, and justice. Don't let the fire go out spark by irreplaceable spark in confusion and despair. Be sure of your path. The world you desire can be won. It exists. It is real. It is possible. It is yours.
Come on, let's go. Did that just happen? Stop that damn buzzing noise.
Go to regular programming.
Somebody has the courage to tell the truth.
Be sure of your path? Is that all you have?
If that speech doesn't do Thompson in, I don't know what will.
It's not funny. The American people need government.
And I think that one of the rarest commodities in this country right now is courage, and I think we saw a lot of it tonight.
If we didn't cut it off, it'll look like we authorized that speech.
Damn fool, would you rather them think we didn't authorize it? Muzzle those commentators.
Look, Galt is one man. I don't know who the hell he thinks he is, but he needs to be arrested.
Oh, the public,
humiliated.
they're not going to believe that.
No. That speech was way over their heads. You know what? Galt was right about one thing. Public can't think for themselves. They have to be controlled.
You propose we do, Floyd?
He just gave you the answers. What more do you need to know?
Dagny, I'll make him a deal.
Good night, gentlemen.
Dagny, thank you for speaking your mind. I just want you to know that you can trust us. We're not your enemies. We've made mistakes. We're only human. Find him, and then we'll make him a deal.
I think he's someone who's open to a deal. You just be careful with this, okay?
Everyone's open to cutting a deal.
She's one of them.
Just watch her. I think she may be able to help us, huh?
You got it.
Mr. Thompson stated there is no cause for alarm. He urges the public not to draw any uninformed conclusions, to preserve a sense of broad-minded tolerance and discipline. Says Thompson, we must regard it as one viewpoint in our form of opinion. The truth has many facets. We must remain impartial.
No. We want gold. 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 We want gold! We want gold! We want gold!
We heard it on the streets. We heard it online. We heard it everywhere. The people wanted Galt.
I'm John Galt.
Oh my, are Thompson's days numbered? Who is John Galt? I have to tell you, as I'm watching this myself, I am thinking, scream it, shout it. But that would be the way I would do it in exactly the wrong way, because nobody would hear it and he'd look like a madman. Finally, somebody says the truth and says it the way it was supposed to be said. Power comes from the vision, not the volume.
I want it stopped. Bring me Dagny Taggart. He doesn't need to commit to anything. I just need him to know that I'm ready to meet his terms, whatever they are.
I really can't help you.